Okay, what we're learning to do today is use a written method to add effectively. Alright? Now, the context that we're going to use today are some examples on the board, and you've got some worksheets to work with when you go back to your places in a minute. Alright? Success criteria today. This is what you have to do. In order to do this properly, this is what you have to do. Number 1, write out the numbers. Number 2, draw a line underneath them. Number 3, add up the numbers. Number 4, write down the answer. If you're in triangles, I'm going to reveal to you in a minute a calculation. What you need to do is check to see if that calculation has been done properly using those. And if you're a square or a pentagon, do the same except for you do it with this example. Are you ready? Yeah. Right, you've got 30 seconds to look it through. Don't want to hear a sound. Keep it in your mind for now. And I'll tell you what you can do afterwards. 30 seconds. Check it out. Seconds. Just while you're formulating your thoughts, we've been doing some tests today, and I've been encouraging you to think about your answers after you've written them. Do they make sense? Have a look at the answers in these. Do they make sense? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn to your discussion partner. Discuss with them what's going on, what's right, what's wrong. Okay.
It's all sort of mixed up, isn't it? Yeah, I know. It's all wrong. And it's 1 out of 5 and
3, 2, 1. Fabulous. Well done. Zoe, Ellie, what did you come up with? Anything at all? Can't be wrong. What do you think?
They're in the wrong columns.
What are in the wrong columns? What do we call them? Not necessarily numbers. What do I call them anyway? The digits. All of them I call the number. Okay, yeah, the digits are not necessarily in the right columns. That's what Callum came up with. Well done. Anything else?
The line's wonky.
The line's wonky. Now, that's true, and it's the sort of thing that normally sends me through the roof, I understand. But we did have a conversation down here, a very short one. Does that really matter? No. Does that actually make this right or wrong if this is wonky? No. But it's good practice, it's good discipline to keep things straight, just because I think it helps you keep everything else in straight lines as well. Talking about your digits and columns. Well done. Anything else? Chris, what did you come up with? Anything?
Even when it's in the wrong columns, it's got 5 and 1, it just says 5.
Okay, so this one here, they've done 1 add 5, and it's still a 5 there, so that's not even right.
And it's in the wrong column.
And it's in the wrong column as well. Tell me something about these answers here. I mean, what does this number say here?
It's
Lauren?
Completely
what does the number say? 44,252. And up here, I've got 4,000, and here I've got, 3,000-ish. That's not going to lead to 44,000, is it? So that can't be, something's not right there immediately. As a teacher, when we're looking over a page of calculations, that's the sort of thing we look for. That's what I was saying to you about tests today. When you write something down, check that it makes sense. Okay, what about over here? Jake?
Some of the numbers are in the wrong column.
Some of the numbers are in the wrong columns, absolutely. There's something missing from this one as well. There's something in this region. Has anybody picked that up? Lauren?
Plus sign.
Yeah, there's no plus sign, because it's always useful to tell people who are reading what you're doing, what it was you were thinking of. Okay, now you've talked about quite a few things there. The most important one, I think, that most people picked up from what I was hearing is the digits in the columns. Alright? Now, tell me something about these then. You've mentioned digits in columns. Tell me something about this. Ellie?
It doesn't say anything about putting digits in the
It doesn't say anything about digits in columns. In fact, the people that did this, or the person that did it, okay, did follow these. They did follow them. And what do I say to you? If you follow these, then you will be successful. So they followed these. Have they been successful?
No.
Which means these haven't been done properly. So what you've got to do now, you can go, if you stay where you are, 2 minutes, I want to know what should be in the success criteria if you're a triangle for this method, or if you're a square or a pentagon, what should be in the success criteria for this method? 2 minutes. Go.
In triangles, success criteria should be that you could make sure that it's displayed anything from
Sorry, freeze. Don't normally do this, but very exciting. Christian's just come up with something. Chris, what should be in the success criteria?
Make sure it makes sense.
Make sure it makes sense. All right. Often we forget to put that sort of thing in success criteria. It's very important. Sorry, off you go. Carry on. My fault. With the triangles method, which column do we start with? Where are we going to start? Most significant digits or the units? Thousands first, okay. What if you were with squares and pentagons? What would you do? Smallest ones, okay. Finish the things you've got to say in 5, 4, 3, 2, well done, excellent. Okay, put your hand up if you've got an idea of something that could go onto the success criteria. You don't have to contribute it, but if you've got something or you've said something, you've got an idea, just put your hand up so I can see. Okay, put your hands down. Ellie, which one are we working on? Triangles or this one? Squares and pentagons one, yeah? Okay, what we're going to do is, we're going to shift from here now over to here, so I'm going to write on that board. So if you can't see, because I'm going to be standing about here, then you need to shift just a little tiny bit. If you want to go and stand over the back, you can, okay? Okay, here we go then. Are you ready? Let's go with triangles first. Then we'll come back to the squares and pentagons in a minute. Triangles, number 1. What should be first up on our success criteria? If you were going to advise somebody what would you do? Callum.
Make sure digits are in the right columns.
Okay, so shall I say right digits in the correct columns?
Correct.
Yeah? Okay. I'm doing it very quickly. It's not my tidiest handwriting. Write the digits